People just say anything they want on the internet with no accountability, because what he's saying right here, it's mainly wrong. He's responding to a video that I did stating that if you get hurt on the job, you can go after the person who caused the car accident. You can also go after any third-party company that's responsible for the accident that you had at work, if there is a third party. What he's trying to say is if you get hurt on the job, you could only pursue a workers' compensation claim, nothing else. This is not true, but you can pursue a workers' compensation claim. And very often that is what happens. Someone is in a work vehicle, somebody else rear ends the work vehicle. The person who is on the job at the time of the accident will go into workers' compensation doctors and get medical treatment, but that doesn't mean that that person can't still go after the auto policy of the person who caused the accident. In fact, when the person is done with the workers' compensation medical treatment and he gets his lost wages from the job as well through the workers' compensation insurance, workers' compensation insurance is going to go back to that auto policy and say, hey, pay us back. We paid for medical bills and we paid for lost wages for our client, and we need you to pay us back because you're the one that's responsible for this accident. If you choose to only go through workers' compensation will pay for your medical bills and will pay for your lost wages. They will not pay for pain and suffering, mental anguish, future damages. They will not pay for the inconvenience, the loss of enjoyment of your life from having to go through this. They're just going to pay your bills back, pay your lost wages, and that's the end of it. So if you want to continue to treat through workers' compensation doctors in the process of this auto accident case, you can, but you can also treat through other doctors if you want to at the same time. Or if you get to a place, which happens very often, because the workers' compensation doctors want to send you back to work. So what happens a lot is you still have injuries from the car accident and the workers' compensation doctor is like, we're going to release you to go back to work. And you're like, well, I shouldn't go back to work because I'm still hurt. And they're like, well, we're sending you back to work. Then you could pivot and go to outside doctors to continue to get medical care. I was going to say all this in the first video that I did, but as you could tell, the video starts to get long-winded because there's a lot of different things to navigate in this type of case. So if you'd like a free case evaluation, feel free to reach out anytime. That's very specific to your work accident. Hope this video has been educational or helpful to you. And don't listen to random comments that don't even show who they are and come up with a random name on TikTok. God bless you and have a good day.